Chris. Hayley, this is so surreal. You actually are here in the OTT office.
I mean, like, yeah, it's weird. It's like the weirdest experience.
Thank you for having us.
No worries. I mean, when I saw you parked up, I was like a kid. I was like, oh my God, Santa's here. I don't know why. It was just weird. But I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. But yeah, so yeah, Adventure Time, you guys have got a YouTube channel. What made you like decide? Do you know what? Because we have seen you around the parks. Before you had a YouTube channel, you used to hang around with us and all this lot. Like kind of friends hang around.
Theme park friends.
Yeah. Just like this, yes. And then like now you've got your own YouTube channel. How's it going?
I mean, yeah, no, it's going great. We just thought, well, why not we're going to all the theme parks with friends that all have YouTube channels, yourselves, Sean Evans, Jake, and why not start one ourselves and see how far we can get? I think that was the...
I mean, for me, it's weird because we're at like over 700 subs in a year, and it's like you can never imagine it. Like, who would want to watch us? Like, you know, and then it's like, okay, it's turning into something, but in the same breath, it's kind of like, well, we're doing it anyway, so just pick up the camera and go, oh. I
think your knowledge is actually a lot better than you think and give yourself credit for. You guys are literally, when you talk on stuff on your vlogs, it's very educational, and I do believe sometimes vlogs have been people just go around just getting, you know, like us, what presents, we just piss about. You guys are actually like an educational vlog.
We try to be. I think there's times, obviously we've got the ride access videos.
I was going to say we try to focus more on that purely because like not a lot of people do it, and when it came to me having to learn about going to theme parks with my issues and things like that, it was kind of like, okay, well, I need to look into what I can do.
Yeah.
And there wasn't really any YouTube videos out there or anybody really talking about it. So for me, it was kind of like, well, if we're going to do it, we need to at least touch on it.
Yeah.
Like, if it goes bigger than that and we expand more on that, then great. If not, that basic information is there. I
mean, I remember having a conversation with you, and sometimes it's a bit of a delicate conversation when we talk about rat passes.
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously my son's autistic, so we have a rat pass.
Yeah.
I don't usually, you know, we never abuse it or anything like this, but for you guys, I remember sitting down with your conversations and you thought, I want to really talk about it. And I said, you just talk about it.
Yeah.
Because obviously yourselves, you have one.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell, like...
So I have one more for, it's not autism. I don't want to go gravely into the issues, but all I will say is it's mental. I don't, like, it's more complex than what most people would think. And for me, it's kind of like, right, okay, without it, my day out at a theme park just wouldn't be a day out. It would just destroy it.
Yeah.
And where, like, if you look at the difference now from when I had it to when I didn't have it, they just don't even compare anymore. Like,
I just think it's like, at the moment, like, when I think everyone can agree, when you get to a theme, especially old towers, their system is so broken, it's so wrong. Like the Wicker Man queue line, you know, the Rat Pass queue line is bigger than the main queue line half the time. You just think, bloody hell, what on earth is going on here?
There's definitely fundamental side of it is wrong. They need to change it. Whether or not they go digital, like Legoland at Chessington, that's an option I think that they should look into. I haven't heard anything for this season upcoming, whether or not they are going to change anything, but I'm sure in time things will come to life.
I think I agree. I think the electronic is so much better.
See, I don't agree. Purely because, right, okay,
so I tell you what, she always does it, and this is why I needed you on here. I was like, I need to get Hayley on here.
So for me, right, if you're just using, let's say, Chessington for an example, right, we all know how bad the system is at Chessington.
Yeah.
Even though it's the same system at Legoland, it works at Legoland, but at Chessington it doesn't. And it's where you're fighting all day to get on Mandrill, you're constantly on your phone. That takes away from your day out. So if you're a family of 4 and you're like, right, I want to do Mandrill, and they're saying, well, you have to keep checking every hour or every half an hour or every 15 minutes, your whole day is consumed by that one thing. And you can sit there and you can say, well, okay, well, if you don't want to consume it, you just don't go on that ride. But then you're missing out because you don't want to use the system. Yeah. So that side of it, just doesn't work.
I'll just add my thing in there. The rest of Chessington, the ride access works well. It's just on the World of Jumanji, or at least Mandrill Mayhem, where it doesn't, where you have to book a slot, which isn't right. You shouldn't have to do that.
I mean, it's one of them tough ones, though, isn't it? Like, how do you become, like, you look at some of the European parks, and I don't think a lot of them have these rat passes.
No, a lot of them don't. But in the same breath, a lot of them don't have long queues. If you go, depending on when you go, obviously, we've been very lucky in the fact that when we've gone, it's not been busy.
Yeah.
If we go, or we were going to go, and it's been busy, we'd maybe like sit there and go, okay, maybe we'll postpone it.
No,
Like-
I get that. This new ride, Hyperia, and now we've actually had a discussion, like thinking about. Well, first off, we'll say straight away. Do you reckon that will have a virtual queue line?
I hope not. I really, really hope not. I'll cry if it does.
I got a feeling it is.
I've asked on the pass holder group for Thorpe Park, and this was just at the end of last season, and they said they have no intentions.
Right.
And when they replied to me, I said, like, it doesn't work at Chessington for the new Mandrill, and people that have to use that system are missing out.
Yeah.
So to then bring that to Hyperia, they're going to have to do it across the whole park. Is that something that Thorpe are going to want to do when they're focusing so much on getting it pristine?
The thing is, though, and I guarantee this is what's going to happen. The first, not day, the weekend, or even that week, you're going to get a 3-hour queue for Hyperia, and about a 2-hour queue for Rat Pass queue.
But the problem is with it is obviously it's going to be the ride that everybody wants to go to. Therefore, it is always going to have a long queue, whether it's the main queue or the ride access queue. You can't. How can you stop that?
I know.
I kind of feel like because if you look at like the end of season last year, with all the wrap queues at Thorpe Park being like well over an hour to 2 hours, even putting something as simple as saying, right, okay, guys, this queue is over half an hour. We're going to shut the wrap queue for a little while.
Yeah.
Check, maybe come back later. I think something as simple as that would eradicate that.
Yeah.
Like, and then it would stop people abusing it. But I think a lot of friend groups and things like that, a lot of them are like, go as a group of 4. They all have wrap passes and they lap using different ones.
Yeah.
So
I know that the fact of sometimes they have different designated areas as well for rat passes. So what they will do is they will get the first one from the entrance, and then they'll go downstairs, go to the guest services, get another one, and that's how they do it.
Alton Towers, you could quite easily do that with
And
the
it was
amount.
by you guys telling me that as well, where you said, no, there's one at Nemesis now, there's one at...
yeah, so disclaimer, we've not done that.
No, yeah, but yeah, there's about 4 places now you
There's
can
5
get. Oh, there's
total.
5, Jesus, man.
But then, having said that, it's like, well, they sent out last season, they sent out a survey saying that, you know, the system's being abused, that these are the things that we're thinking of doing, tell us your thoughts on it. And I'm like, but you're saying it's being abused, but you've literally opened it up in one park within the last 2 months.
I think I get it, because usually I always joke about it, the biggest queue in the park is guest services.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, when I'm actually going home, because I've had my fix, the queue is ridiculously long. Like, it's going down to the box office area.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on here? This is ridiculous.
See, it kind of makes sense, like a Forbidden Valley to have one, because obviously you've got hotel guests, they can come in that way.
I get that way.
And I get that one, but like Dark Forest, do you really need one?
The Dark Forest needs to be burnt anyway, and burnt to a crisp, man. I can't stand that place. But yeah. Speaking of Hyperia, let's move on quickly. New ride for 2024 this year. Hopefully in May. I've got a feeling it's going to open in May. I want to know. Right, we'll start with Chris first.
Ooh.
Chris, excited?
Very excited.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very excited. If I had my way, 6 a.m. we'll be at those gates.
I can imagine you do that. I can literally imagine you camping
I'd love
out.
to do that. I'd love it.
Oh, mate, crazy.
I don't think she'd let me.
Go on then.
No, I mean, you can do what you want, but I've made it very clear on our lives and in conversations
Go on then.
that if Hyperia and Nemesis opened on the same day, that wouldn't happen. But if they opened on the same day, I'm at Nemesis. He can
All day.
find his own way to Thorpe. And I think it's great that Thorpe have a new ride, but that's all it is a new ride. But when you compare it to Nemesis, you've got the new retrack, the whole area is changing. People will sit there and deny it, but come off it. It's all over YouTube. Like, they're being so secretive. Like,
They are, aren't they?
come on.
I know, I must admit, I'm not going to lie to you. Hyperion, I'm really excited. So you're not excited for Hyperion being open?
No. It's just another coaster, and it's so short. We've waited so long for Thorpe to get something.
But can you not see, like, when they have Stealth and Swarm, like, these coasters are really, short, that they are really good.
Yeah,
Like, some of the elements are ridiculously quick.
yeah, but when you look at the bigger picture, when you compare the two, what would you rather? Like, and as a ride access user, if the queues are going to be hours for both,
Which they're going to be.
I would rather be able to go and check out a whole area rather than just go, oh, white and gold track, cool.
Oh my
You
god,
know,
I can
it's
see it right now. Like, everyone's going, what? No, but no, I
don't
kind
get
of
me
get.
wrong,
I kind of
like-
get you. I kind of get you. I get what you mean. I mean, I'm not excited at all. No, I am a little bit for Nemesis. I think everyone's a bit OTT with the whole Nemesis. Excuse the pun. But let's be honest, it's the same fucking coaster we've been riding for the past 30 years.
Can we have a very small
Oh,
debate?
no.
Go on then.
Is it a new cred or not?
No, it's the same layout. It's just a.
But why is it not a new cred? It's a new track.
No, I'm not having that. What on earth?
We had a domestic about this
I don't
last
know.
night.
Is it a new cred? Because I
No.
thought a cred was a particular layout of a ride that if you go on it, I don't know, because then I suppose there is quite a few same layouts which you.
SLCs.
Yeah, as a cred. Yeah, so I suppose it is.
It's a new cred. There we go.
It is a new cred.
Sorted.
No, it's not.
Well,
How can it be a new
because
cred?
you look at the disco.
Yeah.
You class them as creds for each one you do, but it's
Yeah, but
still
that-
the same layout.
Yeah, but they're different rides in themselves. If you put 3 discos next to each other, it's 3 different rides. Although it's the same, they're different rides.
But why are they different rides?
Because they have different names, different theming.
And different track.
Yeah, well, yeah,
So
but Nemesis
beyond-
is nothing's changed about it apart from the theming.
I must admit, I'm not as excited as a lot of people are. Some people are like going absolutely bonkers, like, "Oh my god, this is better than sliced bread!" And all, yeah, in my eyes, I don't think there's going to be any difference. Personally, in my eyes, I'm not going to get any different experience from 2 years ago when I last ridden it. So
I think the coaster ride itself won't change, but it's the theming that's going to change. The
yeah,
station.
because you're that fucking fast, Chris. You can't even see the theming, mate. It's like, oh, there's a helicopter. Oh, was that a helicopter? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it's going with that. It's like with the theming around Swarm.
Yeah.
You don't really,
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I think once you're off the ride, it's just, and like in the station building, it's just going to be different. You're going to have different experience. So I'm excited for it. Not as excited as Hyperia, because we're getting a big coaster coming to Thorpe the first time in 12 years or whatever it is.
I know.
Yay, tall coaster.
Is that what it is? 12
Woo.
years? Oh, God, yes, it is. Yeah.
2012,
10.
yeah.
2020.
2012, the Swarm opened.
Jeez. I thought it was 2010.
No, it's 2012.
I feel like we should get someone to actually find that out.
Call yourself a theme park podcast.
I'm sure. Yeah, do you know what? Now you've said 2012, I think you are right, because it's the end of the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But yeah. But I think it's good for the UK itself that we have these new attractions happening, especially with the likes of next year for our Flying Theatre at Alton Towers.
Oh, Danny, mate,
I
that
think
Five
it's-
Guys is going to taste so good. Oh,
If people
so
don't know,
good.
me and Hayley have got like a bet on whether we think Secret
gonna
Weapon
lose.
9 is going
My
to be.
sauce is more reliable than your sauce.
Well, I like
Mister-
HP sauce, so you know.
Mister, the train's going to be red and black. After it was announced, it's going to be red and black.
It wasn't announced. I don't know where you got that from. I didn't know that. But yeah. Although I did say, like, I remember Sean, he was mentioning that. Oh yeah, he was speculating like there's going to be special effects in this and that. There isn't. I knew there wasn't going to be no special effects in the stations and this and that.
But
people
we
can
don't
be-
know.
Yeah, we do.
No,
Yeah,
we don't.
Yeah,
we
do.
don't.
We do though, don't we? But,
No,
yeah.
we don't. We have no idea. Apart from the fact that there's not going to be a pre-show There could be anything in the station. We don't know. The station's not even finished yet.
Do you think these UK parks are worried about this Universal?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
There's a reason they're all going, oh, everything needs redoing, everything needs respraying, everything needs, we need new toilet blocks, we need this, we need that, everything needs to be, there's a reason for it.
When was the last time Merlin put this much money into updating the parks?
I tell you what, I did notice though when I went to Thorpe Park, the toilets were well nice.
Which ones?
You know, the downstairs and the dome.
Oh, what, the Raven
Oh
ones?
my god, they're so cool.
It's like
The
a
ones
disco.
Is that really sad that I'm just talking about toilets at Thorpe Park?
I don't understand, right? You know how you have car parks where, like, some of them, the spaces are either green or red at the top?
Yes.
The cubicles have the same thing. Why? The door's shut, it's locked, I can see that someone's in there.
I'll tell you what, some of these places need to repair the car parks. I'm a massive believer, like especially when it rains at Thorpe Park. I mean, everyone's dodging. I remember one guy, he literally directed me into a lake because I was like, I literally opened the door and I was like, this guy for surreal. I ain't driving this car in this flipping puddle. It was massive as well. But yeah, it's like the same with Chessington as well. Chessington's not the greatest.
Talking to Chessington though,
Did you seriously put your hand up?
Yes.
I love that.
So talking to Chessington's car park, they have put money into redoing one of the car parks.
Well, they put planning permission
One
in.
of them, yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
I'm just fed up at the moment.
Yeah.
I just can't wait for this Universal to. I hope they just land it so the rest of the UK parks go like, shit, we need to sort now. We need to crack on now, guys. Do you think this is actually going ahead?
100%.
Yeah.
Ooh,
There's not even any question in my mind. Sorry.
I'm kind of thinking it will, but planning permission, it still hasn't.
I'm not being funny, but if you look at the land, there's like that random plot of like 3 houses. You damn well know Universal have paid money for those houses. You know no one's going to be living there. They're going to be demolished and gone. Or they're going to be turned into like staff quarters or something. I say it like they're going to move staff in, like. You know what I mean? Like turned into,
accommodations. But I think it's going to be great for the UK. I do think it's going to give the other UK parks a run for its money, which it needs. Definitely. I think Alton Towers at the moment has been this whole the big cheese. I'm great. We're big and this and that. And in all honesty, I don't think it is. I think Thorpe Park, if anything, and I feel sorry for the smaller parks like your Fantasy Islands because they've got no chance, mate. Who's really Fantasy Island?
No, but I mean, like, I feel like Fantasy Island and the smaller parks put that much effort, like that bit more effort in because they know they've got to compete. Whereas, like, the Merlin parks and like the bigger parks are like content. They're like, well, we've got steady customers. Yeah. Do you see what I mean? But Universal is going to come in and they're going to go, Merlin, who?
Thing is with Fantasy Island. What they've got, what other parks haven't got, is the indoor. They've got a massive indoor area. And that's, I think, if Universal do come to the UK, it needs lots of indoor rides so it can be open 365 a year.
Well, this is the thing what people are talking about. Like, is this Universal Park going to be open 365? Which is, I think it will do. It's known for it.
I don't think it will open on Christmas. Well, like, I feel like that's a given. It's not going to open on Christmas Day.
364 then.
Yeah.
Jesus, all right.
Like, but I'm not sure that they would open till like 10, 11 o'clock.
Don't you think it's weird? All of a sudden, these parks now doing like late night stuff. Like Alton Towers are now announced. Now, I do believe that is because the amount of queues, what's going to be happening with Nemesis.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only reason they've done it for that day. But we're not going to be there all day. So
I am. We'll be there. O2T interviewing people. It's gonna be good.
No, we're going off to Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
You see, when does that open, Blackpool? Is it?
It's the 3rd of March, I believe.
It's not in February.
No. No.
I wonder why.
Maintenance probably still going on.
I hate Blackpool.
I mean,
I'm not a Blackpool fan.
I mean, it's.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
I mean, we're going for an after-hour event, so we're not going to ride the rides.
It definitely needs.
I mean, what? No offense, but like with Blackpool Pleasure Beach, they have one ride that's re-rideable, and that's Icon, and that's barely re-rideable.
Icon shouldn't
Icon shouldn't be a Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
It shouldn't be there, should it? It should
No,
be
it
like
doesn't.
it should be at Alton Towers.
It doesn't make sense to be there.
It doesn't, though, should it? It shouldn't be there. So what is the future then for Adventure Times then? Where are you going, guys? Going
I
next?
think
then?
we're just going to carry on doing European parks, British parks. We want to do a few more English parks, don't we?
I mean, we've definitely got Portman's Park on the list.
Brilliant park.
There's a few UK parks that we've not done. There's also a lot of abroad parks. There's a lot going on this year, and we're like, we can't squeeze it all in. Like you've got Voltron at Europa
Park.
Mate.
What a park that was. And I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed Woden, because I remember saying to you when we went, like, this coaster just keeps on giving, man. It's so good.
Rides like
But then
an
you only
errand.
ridden it once, and you were like, yeah.
I mean, I
I
loved
felt
it.
like, all right then, fair dues, you know.
Well, the thing is, I loved it, but while we were there, I did have a few hiccups, let's say. So for me, it was kind of like, well, I would love it, but I also need to take 5 minutes for myself. But that being said, there's so much there. The coasters aren't the focal point.
They're not, are they? And that's what I
No.
love about it.
It's like you can, the dark ride.
I know.
Is there a bad dark ride there?
No.
Apart from that one where we sat down on beanbags, which was weird.
Oh yeah, but that wasn't a ride, was it? That was
it was an experience. It was weird.
It was a let's explain Voltron to you.
Oh god, yeah, it
Kind
was
of,
one. Yeah,
yeah.
that was it. Yeah, although I'm looking forward to that. Although, have you seen the new promotional videos what have come out recently?
What, for Voltron?
Yeah,
I must admit I haven't.
the trains have come out.
Oh, yeah, we keep getting sent pictures of the trains.
They look so good. I
Yeah.
cannot wait, mate. Cannot wait. But yeah, so you're going to Europa Park. Anywhere else? Anywhere?
I mean, we'd like to go to the Emerald Island. Is that what it's called now? Tato Park, formerly known.
Oh, right.
Because obviously they've got the 2 dueling coasters there.
Oh, okay, cool.
Opening this
Yeah, that's
year.
right, yeah.
And maybe...
That's news to me.
Yeah.
Just dropped it in there, mate. Yeah, that's where we're going.
Oh, yeah,
Surprise.
I mean, I want to go to Energylandia, but that's not as much as I love Energylandia. Europa went bye.
Yeah.
But I think Sweet Valley it's taken so long. I want to get there to see it before it looks run down.
Well, I think it's took nearly 2 years, because I think that's the last time I went and they were building it. Or was it last year? I can't remember where it was now. But yeah, I thought they should have finished that years ago.
Yeah, but you need to remember how close it is to like Poland, and well, it's in Poland, but I mean like the whole
what's cracking
Ukraine's-
off.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
so that may have impacted it.
Okay,
so,
yeah, I see that.
Or they've run out of money.
Probably. Yeah, because everything's so bloody cheap.
Yeah, and the tilt coaster's been cancelled, hasn't it?
I'm
so,
gutted. I was genuinely gutted when I heard about that. I was like, no.
I mean, I kind of giggled a little bit because they were already selling merch for it before it was even like.
No.
Yeah, but this was the thing, like, because we went into a shop while we were there, and it was like, it was by Zardra. It was one of those little like cubby shops, and they had merch in there for a ride that wasn't there, and I was like,
That's
this is like medieval. Is this for the tilt coaster?
It's not even that.
And I was like, what is this? And
So
then,
what,
it was like,
mate?
and then to turn around and go, oh, that's cancelled. It was like
Oh my god, what? All that money as well wasted on a lot of merch. Jesus.
someone's got merch for a ride that doesn't exist.
Who does that?
Or
Could be
never
worth a lot of money
existed.
now.
I tell you what I've noticed though, what a lot of parks need to do and upgrade, not Alton Towers really that much, not even Thorpe Park, but I'd say Chessington need to upgrade their merch.
Yeah, definitely.
Even Legoland, I would say.
Oh, Legoland needs to get more pins.
Oh yeah, because you're a massive pin lover, aren't you? I should have bought a load of pins and put them all on the table.
Oh, mate, Danny.
I should have
Danny.
brought my pins
Do you know
with
what
me.
I found on eBay the other day?
What's that?
I nearly cried.
Go on then.
I screamed with joy. I found a Hex pin badge, still sealed. I was like, fucking yes! I've never been so excited in my life.
So pretty much it was sealed just like it is in real life where it's never open.
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
bought it, and it's sealed, like it's not been opened. Like
Like the fucking ride. I miss Hex.
It's apparently coming back this season, isn't it?
I
I've
give
heard.
I give it 2 months.
I mean,
I give it 2 months, mate.
I mean, there seems to be a bit of a trend in the minute with they're Vekoma, aren't they? I asked this question when we were.
Yeah, Vekoma
Yeah, so
Madhouse.
a lot of the Vekoma madhouses seem to be crashing at the minute. Not like,
yeah,
not
I've noticed.
actually like crashing, but having a breakdown.
Yeah.
Because where were we? Which one was it? When we were in Europa.
Oh,
Not Europa, Europe.
Yeah, Europa.
Recently in January.
I
Oh.
can't. What? Wallaby Belgium?
I want to say Belawade.
Belawade.
Jake, was it Belawade? Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Belawade.
Their madhouse wasn't working. And then we went somewhere else and their madhouse wasn't working. I was like, are these all Vekoma? And Sean was like, yeah. I was like, oh, seems to be a pattern.
Oh my
They're all
god. Oh
So
my
maybe they're all
days.
just coming
I
to
love
the-
him. I do love. No, the Hex is the best one.
I don't know, that one that we done at Europa was
That's shocking,
amazing.
dude. It's fucking shocking, dude.
What?
Europa Park. It's the worst one.
No.
Are you?
Oh, hang on, I'm on about the Flying Theatre.
Yeah.
That
Jesus, dude. I
isn't
was
coming
about
to
to say.
Towers.
Yeah, it's coming to Towers.
No, it's not.
Let us know in the comments. It's
It's
good. Yeah, it's
not.
coming. It's
No,
coming
it's
to Towers.
not.
It is.
No, it's not.
I can't wait.
My
Because
s-
aren't they taking the Galactica portal?
What, I'm putting it in a flying theatre?
Yeah, as the main entrance.
No.
Yeah,
That's a rumour.
You're fuckers, you are.
I mean, there's a rumour that is happening, but not for a flying theatre.
I can't wait for it to happen, and I'm just gonna ring you up.
Do you know what, Danny? Right, the minute it's announced, I'm going to FaceTime you and I'm gonna be like, when are we going to Five Guys?
What do you
I
think
need
even
it
happen?
now.
No, mate. I don't know. Secret Weapon 9.
It's not going to be. It's not going to be a secret weapon.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it's not either.
It's not. There's no way. It can't be.
I've heard that some of the planning permissions have failed around that area, as people have been saying. So,
Who
Well,
knows?
the rumours I've heard, and it's purely speculation, is that they've planned an indoor coaster, and things have, like, Towers want certain things changed. They've said no because it's the standard layout and stuff,
Right.
and that's being pushed back. That's what's pushing it back.
Ooh.
Who knows if
That's a rumor that I've heard.
I like
So-
rumours.
Mm,
Rumours and speculations are always the best thing.
definitely.
But then I don't understand the placement of it. So you're going to go
It's a
through
bit
David
weird, isn't it?
Walliams
Yeah, it's a
and
bit
then
weird. Yeah, I don't get that. There's got to be a different route going through. Actually, going through David Walliams' area.
Oh, just demolish the dungeons.
how dare you?
I must admit that whole area is the quietest area.
Yeah, but do you know what, right? You know how, like, Merlin seems to have a thing with Jumanji?
Yeah.
That, as a river ride, sort of like a walkthrough, and then you go through, like, the weird, you know.
Oh,
Would that not fit right next to David Walliams as well? Like, to kind of merge that into a bigger kids area?
You need to write that to Merlin and say, "Yo, get rid of them dungeons and stick this here."
No. I mean, I like the dungeons, but it needs to be free for pass holders.
I mean, yes,
But-
the amount of money that people charge, yeah, it's ridiculous. They should be charging people for that. I think
Well-
isn't it the only one that charges?
Yeah. Because all the rest are included in the
How
pass.
bizarre is that? Weird.
And
an
sometimes it's
arbitrage.
£2.50, sometimes it's £5, sometimes it's £10.
Mm.
So it's like, okay,
It's a bit
why-
weird. It's a
Yeah.
bit weird. I don't truly get it. But so which part are you going to go to then on opening day? Then Alton Towers, I'm assuming you're going to as well,
Towers, yeah.
Alton Towers.
and I'm assuming that you are going to open in on Hyperia,
Oh, definitely.
100%.
Yeah, 6 o'clock in the morning. Let's
You
get on.
really are going to be there, guys. Just let everyone know your channels, man. You know your socials and stuff.
So yeah, obviously Adventure Times on YouTube, Adventure Times official on Instagram, and on Facebook with the same name as well.
There we go. Because at the moment you're running on what 700 subs.
We are about 710, I believe.
Let's try and get you up to 800, man. On this.
Might
That'd be
be
good.
higher, I'm not sure. We
Yeah.
seem to fluctuate a bit, but yeah.
Yeah, no, come and
It's,
follow us along with our adventures.
Yeah.
There's
That's all.
plenty of content coming.
Where did the name come from? Were you just like, you know what?
Do you know what? I think we've done a brain dump.
Well,
And
we were
we-
We
saying
all do that when people start their YouTube channels. Everyone's like, first one, I've got it. And then after a while, you think, yeah, maybe
well,
not.
the thing is, it was a bit of a process, wasn't it? Because we were sort of like, shall we, shan't we, shall we, shan't we? And then it was just like, oh, sod it. And then it was kind of like, oh, well, we could use our last name. And then it was kind of like, well, no, because that doesn't work, because it just sounds stupid. Or I think we touched on, like, Chris and Hayley's Sweet Life or things like that. And then I was like, no, that's a bit cheesy.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, well, what about Adventure Times? And then Chris was kind of like, oh, I don't know about that.
And then it's stuck ever
We
since.
stuck, yeah, just let's go for it. And
Let's see how
Here
we
we
get
are.
on. And no, we'll look at you now. You know, you've been doing it for a year, 700 subs.
Still enjoying it.
Still enjoying it, and you do pump out a lot of content every day, a lot more than OTT does. Jesus, but keep doing what you're doing.
You got to be consistent in your.
Every Wednesday and Saturday.
I remember. Oh, don't even start, mate. Don't even start. But no, guys, thank you so much. It's been good. I've enjoyed it. We need to do this again.
It's all right. We'll send you the invoice later.
Yeah, sending it through. Yeah, petrol. This is how much it's cost. But thank you, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget you can follow us on social medias on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And if you are new to the channel, make sure you do subscribe and hit this bell icon. Every time we upload a new video, you will be notified. So I'm done, and thanks for watching. And as always,
happy riding.
Yeah, that one.
That's the one. See you in the next one. Bye bye.